She didn't bury him out of hate. She buried him out of love. When I was 10, I asked my mom why I didn't have a grandpa. She just said, "He's not dead. He's just not welcome." I thought it was a joke, like maybe he cheated, maybe he moved away. But every time I asked again, her face would darken. No jokes, no smiles. She didn't hate a lot of people, but she hated him. She made it clear, if I ever find out you've contacted him, we're done. That wasn't a warning, it was a promise. So I grew up without a grandfather. I never saw photos, never heard his name. It was like she'd erased him from every memory. When I turned 18, she gave me a box. Inside was a single folded note. "Do not go looking for what I buried. You won't survive the truth." I laughed at first. Dramatic, right? But the note stayed in my drawer for 4 years. Until the day she died. Sudden stroke, no warning, no goodbye, just silence. And I found myself alone. No family, no roots, just that box, and the name I wasn't supposed to know. I found him through an ancestry site. He lived just 2 states away. Same last name, same eyes. He was in a nursing home. No visitors listed, no photos, just one phone number. I stared at it for 2 days. Then I called. His voice was slow, shaky, but warm. "I always knew you come looking. You sound just like her." He asked to meet, said he'd tell me everything. So I went. I didn't tell anyone, didn't bring anyone, just me. And my mom's ghost screaming in my head. The nursing home was quiet. He was in a small room, alone, surrounded by old books and cold soup. He smiled when I walked in, held my hand like he'd always known me. "Your mother was my daughter, my only child, and I ruined her." I asked him what happened, and he told me. He said my mom was born in 1969, he was 22. Her mom was 15. They weren't married, they never spoke again after the hospital. But he kept the baby, because her family didn't want a child from shame. He raised my mom alone, but not kindly. He called it strict love. She called it abuse. He made her clean the house barefoot as punishment. Would lock the fridge if she didn't fold laundry right. Would discipline her with a belt, then hug her while she cried. He said it was the only way he knew how to parent. Said his dad did worse. Said trauma was a family tradition. When my mom turned 14, she ran away, lived with a friend for a year, worked at a diner under a fake name. No one reported her missing. He didn't try to find her. He said, "I thought it was her turn to suffer." She didn't come back until she was 17, pregnant, with me. He let her stay for 1 week. But on the last night, something happened. He didn't tell me. He just went quiet, looked at his trembling hands and said, "She woke up that morning and told me she would never forgive me. She said I would never know you and that if I ever tried to reach you, she'd make sure I regretted it." I asked him, "What did you do to her?" And he just said, "I didn't hit her." That night. But his eyes said something else. I left the nursing home without another word. I felt like I needed to bleach my skin, like every part of me had been soaked in something rotten. I finally understood why she kept him a secret, why she made me promise. She wasn't being cruel. She was protecting me from bloodline rot. She didn't want me to see what she'd crawled out of, didn't want me to confuse a smile for redemption. She buried him in life. And now I know why. 3 days later, he sent me a letter. It said, "I was hoping for forgiveness. But I see now, I deserve silence." I didn't reply. I don't owe ghosts peace. Some men don't deserve closure. They deserve to fade. So now when people ask, "Why didn't you ever meet your grandfather?" I just say, because my mom loved me enough to burn the bridge first.